A new year has arrived, and you might plan to set goals and create a program to work on them for a month at most before you slack off and say, let's wait for the next year to start fresh. Sounds familiar, right? Since this scenario doesn't get you anywhere, let's try something new and go back in time 50,000 years ago to the era of primitive humans. When we analyze their lives, we'll find that they didn't have as many problems as we do. They simply wake up, hunt, eat, build shelter, and sleep. What's important here is that their brain is free from distractions, clear and focused on what they do. That's exactly how you need to be. You see, there are two types of people who fail to achieve their goals. The person who doesn't achieve their goals, but keeps trying or change their approach, and the person who gives up on their goals entirely. The real issue lies with the second type, the one who represents 79% of humanity. It's not that the goal was too hard, it's that they gave up on it. And what was the reason? Distractions. Scientifically, your brain wants to aim for things it knows you can achieve. Your brain knows your true goals and your potential. But when you see other people's lives on social media, your achievable goal starts to look worthless and insignificant compared to what others are doing. And stupidly, you abandon your goal and begin to chase someone else's dreams. The biggest proof that you don't need those New Year goal-setting videos is that you already know what you need to do without me saying it outright. Now let's move on to the concept of goals, which most people place at the top as the most important step for success. Here's where the mistake lies, because goals come from something called priorities. For example, succeeding in a business or losing weight are goals, but they align with one overarching priority. The mistake that people make is setting goals without defining their priorities. If your goal is to lose weight, you'll face many obstacles because you lack the foundation, which is the priority. When you focus on your priority and say, my priority this year is my health, you'll naturally search for ways to make progress. And every step forward becomes part of fulfilling that priority. The progress you achieve becomes a piece of the bigger picture, which is your ultimate health. That, in turn, is supported by the priority of focus and direction. When you concentrate on priorities instead of goals, it becomes easier to achieve those goals. They become like stepping stones to reach your main priority. Even if you don't achieve monumental success, you'll find that you've accomplished many smaller goals along the way. This is like the person we talked about earlier. They either need to keep going in what they're doing or change their plan. I think the idea is clear. Write this down so you don't forget it. Defining your priorities gives a clear direction to your goal. Like Denzel Washington said,
dreams without goals are just dreams.
And I add to that, goals without priorities are just goals. Now, let's move on to the final point. Let me tell you directly, the reason why you fail to achieve your goal is the lack of mastery. And lack of mastery comes from not following through on what you started. You don't need to learn how to set goals or figure out what your goals are. You already know what you need to do. And the proof, right now as I'm speaking, you've already thought of a goal that you want to achieve, that thing you started but didn't finish, that thing that you've been putting off for a long time. That goal or dream that popped into your mind just now, never give up on it. If you give up on your dream, what do you have left? Nothing. You need to wake up and break free from the cycle you're stuck in. Work to achieve your dreams and focus on what you truly enjoy and desire, not what your family or other people want you to do. If you made it this far and find this video helpful, give it a like and consider subscribing for more content like this. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you next time.